It was late afternoon, and the golden light of sunset spread across my quiet street. I was sipping tea on my porch, grateful for a rare peaceful moment. The neighborhood wasn't always so calm. Thanks to one person. Everyone called her HOA Karen. She had a reputation for nitpicking lawns, yelling about trash bins, and reporting the smallest of infractions. I had been on the receiving end of her sharp tongue, more than once, but I usually tried to stay out of her way. That evening, though, peace shattered in an instant. Tires screeched, a loud bang echoed, and I saw wood splinters flying from my front yard. My heart dropped. My fence, my brand new fence I had saved up for, was crushed, a car halfway lodged into it. I rushed forward, disbelief tightening my chest. Behind the wheel was Karen's teenage son, a boy with the same sharp features and smug expression as his mother. He stumbled out, brushing off dust like nothing had happened. Before I could even open my mouth, Karen herself came storming down the street, shouting before she reached me. "This is your fault!" she shrieked, pointing at me like I had driven the car. "Your fence is too close to the road. I've told the HOA about it before. Now look what happened. My son could have been killed." I stood frozen for a moment, stunned by her audacity. "Karen, your son just crashed into my property," I said firmly, though my hands trembled. "This fence has been here for months, approved by the city. He was speeding." Her son, smirking, added, "Yeah, the fence jutted out. It messed up my turn. You should pay for the damages to my car." The nerve of it made my blood boil. My fence was ruined, my yard torn up, and here they were, blaming me. Neighbors began gathering, whispers spreading like fire. Everyone had a story about Karen, but most avoided direct conflict. She was loud, she was intimidating, and she always claimed the HOA was on her side. When the flashing lights of a police car appeared at the corner, I felt both relief and dread. Relief that justice might finally show up, dread that Karen would try to twist the story. And she did. Before the officers even stepped out, she rushed to them, her voice carrying across the street. "Officer! Officer!" she wailed dramatically, clutching her son's arm. "This man is responsible. He built his fence illegally, and my poor boy suffered because of it. You need to make him pay for the damage." I could feel all eyes turned toward me. My palms were sweaty, my heart pounding, but I knew I couldn't stay silent. This was my moment to stand firm, no matter how much Karen's voice tried to drown me out. The police officer, a tall man with calm eyes, raised his hand to silence Karen. "Mom, let's start with the driver. Son, license and registration, please." Karen's boy hesitated, muttering under his breath, fumbling in his pockets. The officer's eyebrow arched. "Were you speeding?" he asked sharply. "No, sir," the boy said quickly. "It was the fence. Look at it. It sticks out." Karen nodded furiously. "Exactly. I've complained about this before. The HOA will back me up. This man put it too close to the curb." The officer turned to me. "Sir, when was this fence installed?" "6 months ago," I answered, pulling a folded paper from my pocket. "City permit approved. Inspector signed off. I keep documents because of her." My eyes flicked to Karen. Gasps ran through the crowd. Some neighbors chuckled softly. Karen's face flushed, but she crossed her arms like she still held the upper hand. The officer inspected the permit, then walked slowly around the car. He measured skid marks, noted the broken fence posts, and shook his head. "Mom, the fence is legal. Your son was speeding and lost control. The damage is on him." Karen's jaw dropped. "What? That's ridiculous! He's just a boy. He didn't mean it. This man should still pay. He's got better insurance than us." The officer's voice hardened. "Your son's vehicle will be impounded until liability is determined. Right now, evidence shows fault on the driver's part." "Impounded?" Karen screeched. "You can't do that." "Do you know who I am?" "I'm head of the HOA committee." The officer didn't flinch. "And I'm the responding officer. Tow truck's already on the way." At that, her son groaned, slamming his fist against the car. Neighbors couldn't help it. They laughed out loud, some clapping, some recording with their phones. Karen spun in circles, her voice cracking as she tried to regain control. "Fine. But this isn't over," she spat, glaring at me. "You'll regret this." The tow truck pulled up, hooking her son's shiny car as Karen screamed. The sight felt surreal, like watching justice balance itself, right there in my yard. When the officers left, neighbors approached me one by one. "You handled that well," one said. "About time someone stood up to her," another added. People I barely knew shook my hand, offering help to repair the fence. For the first time, it felt like the community was united, not under Karen's fear, but around the truth. That night, as I stood in my yard looking at the broken fence, I realized something powerful. People can lie, they can shout, they can even try to bully others into submission. But the truth always finds its way through. Karen never apologized, of course. But her grip on the neighborhood weakened that day. And as for me, I rebuilt the fence, stronger than before, with neighbors helping side by side. What was once just wood became a symbol of something bigger. Proof that standing firm against entitlement brings people together. And if you take anything from my story, let it be this: never let someone rewrite your truth. Because when you stand tall, the lies eventually collapse. Just like Karen's son's car in my yard.